That's a lot more teams than I expected, though. 36 3v3 teams. This is going to be interesting. US East server, Manfield Night. No mutators, just 3v3 regular PS4 tournament. Right, let's see. We got Yi. So we got the Serbian national team. Cajun Baguettes. The Siege mains. I don't care. Aldi is a bad shot. Yi yonder. Inferno. I'm going to definitely watch this game when it comes up. Calculated. Dolphin is trash. The boys. UAV. UA5 the van. Esports. Esports with both types of capitalization. These names are fantastic. There's Hot Bananas. Weenie Boys. Poop the bed. This is so funny. Why is this funny? I don't understand why this is funny. Why is Aldi is a bad shop still? Oh, there we go. Finally. Aldi is a bad shop. We're getting in as soon as we can, Dire Straits. Slipping. Sorry. Wait. I swear I made this a 3. Why is this a 1v1? Are people allowed to enter by themselves? What is going on? Did I forget to make this a 3v3? I swear I made it a 3v3 tournament. Guys, what is it? What have I just... Why is it a 1v1? What? You got disconnected? No, don't get DC'd. So we tried to do a 3v3 tournament and we got a 1v1. Oh, no, I don't think I broke it. I'm pretty sure I made it a 3v3 tournament. This looks like we're going to have a fairly one-sided 1v1. I'll go for Main David over Andrew. Because Main David is a Season 7 Grand Champ and he's scored 3 goals already. That's pretty good stuff. Hot Bananas got disconnected. Oh. Boys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It only put one of my teammates in the game. For some reason, I'm really enjoying the fact that everybody's struggling. Hold on, I need to go see... I need to go see what else is happening in here. I did make it a 3v3 tournament. I had to check. I did make it a 3v3 tournament. Maybe later on we'll have teams that actually connected to the lobby because their internet isn't garbage. Let's see if we can get this one. Oh, now this is more like it. 1-1. Huge shot by King Elite 87. An absolute ancient in the Rocket League community. 10 years older than Cuxer. But that doesn't stop him from getting up high and fast and accurately. He's got a teammate with wings, and they've deliberately lost the kickoff. I like it. A mind game aerial by Dr. Boris. All of these guys need to be a little bit more careful. I feel they're leaving a lot of gaps at the back. And will they be exploited? They will be exploited by Chippy, no less. He's back. I was trying to desperately find somebody who didn't have a camera glitch there. This is probably going to be camera glitch central. I just realized it's going to be a bit difficult with all these glitches now. Hobbs DDoS, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. So Chippy's grabbed a couple of mates called Nevermind and Cynical, and right now they are struggling to stretch out the lead as much as I'm sure they want to. But hey, their opponents are putting up a fantastic fight. King Elite again. He's out the retirement home into the double up. Look at that play. Off the side wall, off the back wall, into the back of the net. Chippy's up against it, boys. He's struggling here in round 1 against King Elite. What are the teams called? Meme Team versus Team Uppsala. Alright. Chippy on the kickoff. He is a 1v1 main after all. Or I think he is. Sitting back now, waiting for the ball to center. Look at that speed by Cynical and Nevermind. Chippy's going to be delighted with his teammates' efforts here. Fantastic center ball. And an early read by Nevermind. That's a great goal. He was up before the ball bounced and he had to dodge early to make sure to connect in the right angle. Can King Elite and the boys make it 3? Can King Elite make it 3 for himself? He's already got 2. Nevermind also on 2. But they do, I feel, have an uphill battle here. They've looked slightly slower to the ball at times since we've joined here. And with only 50 seconds left, can it be done? King Elite looking for pressure, but all he's really found is Chippy high on the back wall. Still, only 1 goal in it. This is best of 1 as well. And that's a wide open net momentarily. It's not going to be utilized, though, by Dr. Boris. He knew he had to take that quickly, whichever direction he went for. Or it needed to be fast, because the defense was closing in on him. Nevermind, this is going to be the one who makes it a hat trick. Forget about Chippy. Never mind. The Season 5 Grand Champion. He's not quite washed up, though. Even though Season 5 is quite a long time ago. Can you restart? Your team didn't connect at all. I'm sorry, I can't just restart the tournament because some teams didn't connect. There are some teams that did connect, so we just have to go with it. Still a small chance here for the meme team to get a comeback, but they really need to score with this offensive move, or it's going to be all over. And with that clear from Chippy, the fan favorite, I think we are going to be saying goodbye to the meme team. King Elite had a fantastic equalizer just as we joined the lobby, though. That is well played. A couple of very good goals by this man. I'm sure he's not going to be too disappointed by his efforts. And I've got to say, Anodized is looking very, very clean on the new car. The Twinzer, or whatever it's called. I don't know, the Tweezers. What do you call this car? The Tweezer Mobile. Do another. We'll see. I never really make any promises about tournaments because it does take quite some time to get through them. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of teams had problems connecting to the tournament. I'm not sure if that is a common issue, but I imagine it is because there's already connection issues in normal Rocket League tournaments. Never mind 3v3 tournaments where you've got triple the people trying to connect. Let's see if we can get another round 1 game started here. This one, a minute gone. Royalty World in Crimsy. That is blank up against UA5. I don't know why I keep saying UAV. UA5 the van. That is Brendan, James, and Johnny219, my namesake. Go on, lad. Can he do it? He's taken Royalty out of the game effortlessly. And there's the centre ball. Off the crossbar by World. A decent save. Using the upright of his own net. You can do a separate one for EU servers. Said the EU player. We'll see. Don't worry, like I always say, we're going to be doing tournaments every week. So if you missed this one, I'm sure you'll be able to get one in the future. Just make sure to follow me on Twitter and Twitch, and you can't miss it. Still 0-0 here in round 1. Or it's technically round 2, but it's the first complete round. This is a round of 32. The first round that was filled out by the bracket. Double commit by UA5. James has got a decent flick down the line, and it's wide open for Johnny and Brendan. Brendan has hit the crossbar. Johnny was looking for demos on goalkeepers who weren't there. I do respect the aggression, though. I have nothing against the demolish play. Flip reset landed for James, but he doesn't connect with the ball. You're US East, but okay. Yeah, don't worry. I'm just teasing you, mate. I'm just teasing you. Still tied up here. Half of the game about to be gone. James with some more pretty good flicks. Landing these very consistently and causing all kinds of problems for the blue team. And they really need to be closing down this man much faster and one after another, not sending two players to the ball at the same time. James has been pretty consistent with the flicks. It's a pretty dangerous kickoff, though. Cheat and boost grab on one side. Orange team pretty localized for 1 minute. I'm sure that's about to all change, though, as they get into the full rotation. And Johnny with a very, very early attack. I love this position. I have to say, this is very, very hard to defend. Attacking that one very early. You must have seen my video with Flump Ghost98. No, Ghost918. Thanks to the 373, which I imagine is $5 in today's currency. Yeah, y'all is still a silly word, though. Don't get me wrong. Very silly word. Use is the better variation. See, the American variation of use is y'all, which kind of just sounds pretty silly in my opinion. Has negative connotations in terms of intelligence, but we've got a far superior version of the word in Scotland. It's called use. It's like plural for you. And if use would have a much better time in conversation. That was a save by Brendan on his teammate's shot, I believe. So well played by him. Is he actually playing for the other team now? By the way, did that make sense what I just said? I want to know if what I just said made sense. If use would have a much better time talking to each other. Do you understand? If used would have a better time conversating. Did it make sense? It's just a smarter version of y'all, so I'd recommend it. I'd recommend use instead of y'all for your plural you. Makes no sense. If what Tuink said, if use, no, it's you. If used, like as in used, USED. Yeah, if use. What you and 999 said. What Ewan said. That's what I said. What you and 999 said in chat. That is what I said, and it does make sense. All right. Listen, just trying to help you with your English. I mean, we did invent the language over to here in the United Kingdom, just like we invented civilization. So you know that we're not. Well, you know that we're not just making this up. We are telling the truth. Great centre ball there by Brendan. We've got to be careful though. They've had the majority of the pressure, but they are still only up by a goal. It's been a fairly close game for the final minute or so. Even then, blue team are very stuck here. What are the name again? Blank are completely stuck in their own half. This is awkward because I have to press tab to see the team names. Fragleg, thanks for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it, man. Welcome to the stream. And Guanyin, thanks for 250 bits. I hope this isn't anything to do with y'all. If this has a y'all in it, I'm gonna be mad. This is it. Now or never for World and the boys. Johnny shuts him down and completely crushes their dreams.
Does the nose knows that a nose can smell a nose while it knows it is smelling a nose?
Yeah, I know.
NY.
Yes, Britannia rules the waves. Use is a million times dumber than y'all. I would never use either. Now, use is the smartest pluralization of you that the world will ever know. It makes perfect sense. So Brendan is going to try and score an own goal, but you can't even do that. Come on, Brendan. Getting carried by Johnny and James here. For anybody who doesn't know, my brother, aka my editor, is called James. This is a little bit weird, but there you go. The boys do advance to round of 16. Yeah, I know y'all is just you all, just like yous is you plural, you know, the plural of yous. You. Right, esports have progressed. They won 2-0 over Auto Alliance. What else we got here? Oh, okay, that's a 1-all. We better join this. I do say I joined draws. Tell people the whole team needs to have cross-platform on. Oh, is that what it is? Is that why people didn't get in? Because they didn't have cross-platform on. Boys, we have just joined the final 30 seconds of a 2-all game. Dolphin and Harrison and Lucas up against Mello, One Shot and Toowoomba. Definitely some grand champions in this lobby. And only one of these teams is going to make it into the round of 8. We've even got a Batmobile in here of the Octane variety. Let's see who can clutch it. Excuse me. All those peppers I ate earlier are coming back to haunt me. Thanks for the 500 bits, Fox. Very much appreciated.
If use used
the
use
there.
that use used before use first used those use would use the use that use hadn't used yet.
Exactly. Yeah, what Brian said. That's why use is the best way to pluralize you. Because of what we just heard right there. So we are going to go into overtime in the round of 16. Harrison has got the worst camera in the lobby so far that I've seen. That has to be said. Like, what on earth is this? Is this really his camera? Or is this just a camera glitch? It's so bad that I feel like it's a camera glitch, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Do you think he's deliberately done this to himself? Do you think Harrison has chosen these settings on purpose and then queued up for this tournament also on purpose? Because this just seems painful. I don't know how anybody can play like this. It's real? You gotta be kidding me. Here he comes off the ceiling with the world's worst camera. He almost makes contact. That would have been a win. I'm just gonna leave the camera on him. I'm mesmerized by this. It's gonna be enough to take them through. Dolphin, not quite as trash as his team name would suggest. He clutches it against Toowoomba and the boys. Toowoomba not able to get up quick enough to beat the legend with the best profile picture in the lobby. So there you go. Dolphin is trash. Move on to the quarterfinal. Camera glitch. Game thinks he is looking down. I don't think it was a camera glitch. I think it was. I think that was just the normal settings. Yeah, poor Toowoomba. Just got eliminated. Poor guy. He did well though. Let's see how esports are getting on. Spicy peppers helps your memory. You'll remember that you ate them that night. Haha. Very, very clever. Another equalizer. I swear, every time I join a lobby today, somebody scores an equalizer. But we got Johnny, James, and Brendan again. Oh, is this a 2v3? Listen, this might be a decent 2v3 that we've got here. Harp and Treefork are trying to 2v3 the tournament as their third has not connected. But they are both Season 7 Grand Champions, going up against one Season 7 Grand Champion and two players who have hidden their rank. But, you know, Johnny on the blue team, he's a Season 7 Grand Champ and he doesn't even have any points. So what does that say about him? carrying from the bottom. Oh my days, look at this team play though. Brendan and Johnny connecting with it. Not sure how intentional that was, but wow. Redirect into the back wall, and then an instantaneous layup. And Johnny is going to be credited with the goal. Just as I was saying, he's carrying from the bottom. He says, nah, I'm only going to carry from one place, mate. Carry from the top. That is an incredible play. Incredibly lucky, I'll say, but incredible nonetheless. And if there was ever any hope for Treefork and Harpy, they're going to be feeling a little bit less confident now. You know, they got the equalizer. Everything's looking good. And then the other team scores a goal like that, which is both incredibly lucky and incredibly well executed at the same time. Just feels bad all around for the orange team. And a rebound on his own net from Treefork. He's careful to hit the crossbar though. There's no third to take away the pressure. Once Treefork and Harpy have both made their touches, you see Treefork here was rotating away as if to make space for the third, who's not there because he is in fact in a 2v3. And now Brendan's got the free kickoff. The unfortunate spawn. One thing I would actually like in Rocket League is if the kickoff spawn positions would change. Like every time that you have a disconnect in your game, I would like if the lobby would reshuffle the kickoff to at least give the person who's in a 1v2 or in a 2v3 a chance to play the kickoff from the same range. That would be pretty decent. No, it's not GC only, it's anybody. It's just a lot of GCs joined. Good flick there by Treefork from the midfield. Just getting it past. Brendan was being a little bit careless, not enough respect shown, and he does get punished. We'll stick around to see if Treefork and Harpy can make a good run of this, because it is pretty interesting to see 2v3s now and then. I've won a couple of these in the past myself. I've won I think a single 1v2 last season, and I won a couple this season before that. 1v2s are so fun. I think I clutched a 1v2 this season. No, it wasn't this season. So we are in a new season now. It was last season. My teammate DC'd with 30 seconds left, and then he rejoined with 1 second left, but I managed to score while he was away to go from 2-all to 3-2. Looks like Treefork and RP are not going to have such luck. See, this time they do have a fair kickoff spawn because somebody is near enough to the ball, but that doesn't always happen. Sometimes when you get a DC, your kickoff guy who's supposed to be close enough to the ball is the one disconnected, so it doesn't really work. I would like if Psylocke to make a way that would swap players around, at least give you a chance. But yeah, that's probably going to be GG. 4-goal deficit is going to be really hard to come back from. That doesn't mean much down at your rank. Listen, I got a 2v3 win this season. No, sorry, I keep saying this season. It was last season in Champ 2. Down here, Devo's IRL friends are about to take on Follow Our Twitters. I'm predicting this is going to be Clamp, Devo's friend. I know he's got a friend called Clamp who plays Rocket League at a fairly high level. Let's see if it is if it's Clamp. If it's not, then I don't know who's... It is Clamp! I knew it! Because I've ran into Devo and Clamp in ranked before. Several times. So, we'll see if they can take down a bunch of brand builders. We got Faded, J4 Red, and Flitz. They're all using this opportunity to do some brand building. No flip reset or backboard hit from Flitz. We've still got a pretty decent bit of pressure here. Lots of territory being gained. Flitz really should have stolen that boost away on his exit. I'm sure that Devo's friends team is going to be very glad to see that in the back corner. Crazon95, thanks for the 5 month in a row. Welcome back with Prime. No money spent or wasted there. Oh, a miss. And a good piece of control to make sure that nothing else bad was going to happen. Faded there, coming to the rescue. Yeah, this is Devo's IRL friend, Clamp. I've never met the guy, but yeah, mates with Devo. So let's see if he can pull out any of Devo's magic. Has he learned anything from the months of playing with Devo? Why did I just get 2 notifications in my chat about that Twitch Prime sub? I don't understand that. How this has happened. Looks like both teams are playing pretty nervously at the moment. Oh dear. Strime just drove into the back of Clamp as Clamp was trying to dribble. Right, another big chance for Clamp. It's the second time that he's jumped off in the wrong direction though. He's struggling to land these aerials with the accuracy that he needs. Oh wow, and that's just gone in with Faded's shot, bypassing the last defender. Bit surprising here. It must have had a deflection, and indeed, did that actually just change angle because of the explosion? It didn't look like it was going in. I'm gonna save that replay, maybe check it later. Tier 2 Prime sub. Yeah, see, I've never seen that before. The double Prime sub notification. It only popped off in the actual notifications once. Clamp late to this aerial. But they're going to be okay for the time being. In terms of defense, we've got to try and figure something out though, because I don't think this is working really for Devo's mates. They're struggling to really get anything going with consistency. It really looks like our brand building Twitter boys have got their siege strategy worked out a lot better. What was their name again? Oh no, it's just followers. I couldn't remember if they were the siege team or not. They are doing a pretty good job of applying the squeeze. Look how difficult it is for the blue team to get out of their own half. And the key here is just no double commits from follow us on Twitter. They're just not double committing at all. I wonder if any of them are going to get any followers from this. Everybody go follow them and then unfollow them again, just so they get notifications but they don't get any more followers. We'll be mean today. Still 1 goal in it. 1 minute 11 seconds remaining. All the shots that are coming in for Devo's mates. I'm going to call them Devo's mates, even though I think Clamp is the only one who's IRL mates with Devo. They're struggling to get any real power on their hits. That's been the major issue. It's all coming at the Twitter team a little bit too slowly, and they're able to read it fairly well. Clamp does actually do a little bit of work there, but to no avail. This again easily dealt with by the combined efforts of all of Twitter. Air dribble from Rob. Not bad actually, getting multiple touches, and that's better by Clamp, getting it middle quickly for Strime, but they're just not able to get the final touch to happen early enough. And now it's 25 seconds. 1-0 still. And it was a almost own goal situation. Gave Faded the one shot which currently has them in the lead. The triple dribble about to get started. Very early up for Strime. He's tried to put it off the ceiling for Clamp, who's also put it fairly vertically. Neither player getting any real distance on the shot, and that is a problem, because they have 1 second and a dream. And are they going to be able to put it all together? Strime not close enough to this aerial. That's going to be GG. And a semi-final placing for follow our Twitters. Do a drop shot through tourney. I don't know if we're going to do any more tournaments after this. We'll see. We're going to hop into Team Uppsala versus the Mosquitoes. Are we? Yeah, it's the closer of the games. I usually try and join the closer games. How come you never play? I can't play in my tournaments because if you play in a tournament, you can't spectate any of the games when you're done. Oh my goodness, that should have been an equalizer. And again, it happened again, boys. Right as soon as I joined the lobby, somebody equalizes. That should have been it for Chippy and the boys. They're actually 10 seconds away from elimination here. Big chance to the edge of the box. Oh my word, it's just bounced off everyone. Goalmouth scramble, but still nothing working for Chippy. Never mind. And they are actually going to get eliminated by Evil, Mojito, Lethal, Kale, and Henkovic. US East is the worst, they say. Oh, everybody in this lobby actually European. So all high-rated players in this lobby are in this tournament are European, so they're all struggling. That's something else. I've talked about this before, but I'll say it again. Is it would be nice if tournament mode would automatically change the server to the preferred server of all the players if the players are all European players. I think the way that the server allocation is done a little bit badly. Like, I think the way it should be done is that when you're making a team for a tournament, you should have to choose a tournament, or you should have to choose your preferred server, and that way, if you've got two teams with EU server preference running into each other, it'll give you an EU server. Whereas if you have a US East and EU preferred teams going up against each other, then it would obviously be made on the server which is allocated to the tournament. That would allow people to play in tournaments that aren't specifically for their region, but also without having to do EU versus EU on a bad server. 4-0 for Johnny, Brendan, and James, who've gone from, a decent performance to a very good performance last round, and now they're just completely smashing. Dolphin is trash. Dolphin is on the bottom of the scoreboard, so it's confirmed. How about 2 accounts? What do you mean, how about 2 accounts? Oh, what, to play and spectate in the same tournament? I guess it's possible. Yeah, JRL had the same suggestions. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, actually. Does the tournament continue to work even if I like log off my main? Like if I make a tournament on my main and then I log off, will it continue to work? Oh, thanks, Stay Hydrated Bot. I literally just grabbed my water right now. I've been drinking tons of water recently because it's been such good weather in Scotland. I've just been all about that water. That's going to be game 5 goals in 40 seconds. I don't see it happening. UA5 progressing to the semi-finals as well. Annoying Mosquitoes versus Follower Twitters has just started. I believe this is the first of 2 semi-final matches, so we're going to hop into that one. And see who's playing for Annoying Mosquitoes. They just smashed it in the last round. I think they won by 10 goals, at least. Yeah, the Guanyin, what I'm saying is, what if I leave, like log off, and then I come back in? Can I still spectate? That's what I'm concerned about. Excuse me. Alright. We have the EU Annoying Mosquitoes again going up against the NA Follower Twitters. I'm going to say that they're EU because they've got EU-ish ping. They're struggling so far in the first couple minutes. Faded Flitz and I'm going to call him Jared. Yeah, Jared. They've done pretty well from what I've seen. We haven't seen much of them. But by the looks of things, we're going to be seeing them more in this tournament. Not just this round, but also into the final if they can keep this up. Almost half the game gone, 2 goals in it, and they're starting to put together some passing plays. Tight angle shot by Faded there. Sorry, not Faded. Mixing up Faded. Oh, was it Faded? Faded and Flitz, they both have F's in their name. It's too confusing. Slippy when wet. I appreciate the 2 month in a row. That is a good warning. Slippy when wet. Whenever you see that. Floor is slippery when wet. You're like, oh, you don't say. Good read there by Flitz. Positioning himself such that he could catch that ball if it did bounce straight down off the crossbar. But not too far forward as to risk own goaling if it didn't bounce in front of the line. Evil Mojito taking the ball for a walk. Henkovic is there at the end of it. But Jared ready and waiting in his own half. Oh dear, Faded nowhere near this off the wall clear, and Henkovic is going to punish immediately. What on earth happened to Faded in this situation? He did not need to jump at all. The ball was hugging the wall. He could have just clipped it and it would have landed somewhere in the midfield. But he's going to massively regret that. Now there's a real game on our hands. But Flitz off the ceiling almost puts his shot on target. That's a follow-up from Jared. And thank goodness for Faded that his 2 teammates are playing like this to make up for his earlier misplay. Almost a save there by Flitz. He was going for the steal, actually. I do respect that. Boy1517, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic time. This is the semi-final, the first ever 3-3 tournament I've ever ran on my stream. First ever that I've ever ran. That makes sense. How are you for Diamond 3? Harrison, not gonna lie, I don't really remember. But that being said, I wasn't really paying attention to that sort of analysis, so I wouldn't be able to tell you a good answer anyway. That almost the slowest goal of the tournament, but actually a save by Evil Mojito. Mojito is a fantastic drink. Press 1 in chat if you like a mojito. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite cocktail, but it's one of them. Look at that shot by Faded. He's making up for his earlier misplay with a tight angle double touch. Fantastic stuff by Follow Us on Twitter. Oh, in off the bar as well. So you guys better agree with me on this. I think it's a pretty good drink. I think it's decent. Pretty solid. At least it's one of those cocktails. It doesn't get served to you in a coconut with an umbrella in it. I'm like, I see people with those kind of cocktails. I'm like, what are you doing? Why does your drink have an umbrella? Why is your drink in a coconut? What is this? Who are you trying to impress? No, I'm just kidding. We do have a fairly strong lead here for Follow Us on Twitter. They've been dominating not just in the score, but also in pressure, territory, possession, boost, average speed, pretty much all the stats that we can't see because Rocket League doesn't have any stats beside this scoreboard. If there were more stats, they would be being dominated. But that's a great save by Jared, just to squash any thoughts of a comeback. And are we going to be saying goodbye to the team who just took out Dolphin is Trash? We've got Annoying Mosquitoes. They need a miracle, really. We do have another semi-final about to start, or actually it probably has started on the other side of the bracket, so instead of watching the last 15 seconds of this game, we're just going to hop out and catch 15 seconds more of the other semi-final. And then, of course, we're going to be seeing more of Follow Our Twitters in the grand final. They're going to be awaiting the winner of this game, UA5 versus Inferno. We've not seen anything from Inferno just yet, and they are really, really struggling early on. I can't believe UA5 are just getting better and better every single round. Every time that we spectate one of their games, they're winning more and more convincingly against better and better teams. This is Lion Blaze, who is, I believe, ranked 10 in 1v1 at the moment. Not having quite so much luck in threes, it seems. Aggro and Mighty Kaki haven't even been able to put a goal in, and that's a miss from Mighty. Aggro is there to make sure that they're, for the time being, going to hold this goal deficit to 4 goals. A solid rotation by UA5. Can they make it 5 in the 5th round of the tournament? Thanks to the Twitch Prime sub, Spoens. I appreciate it. And welcome to the stream to you. Hope UA5 wins to make you look better. I wish that that's how all of the RLCS fans would think after their favorite team, aka Cloud9 or G2, get knocked out of this year's RLCS. You know, the average viewers is always going to drop after Cloud9 and G2 go out, but it would be nice if people would be like, alright, I'm going to support the team that beat them. Look at that shot by Johnny. That's right, Johnny boy with a fantastic recovery and pop to the top left corner. And that is going to be 5-0 for UA5. Is there a schedule for these events are on? This kind of tournament, you mean? Not really. I called this one Tournament Tuesdays, so maybe I'll try and make that a thing. We'll see. Do you reckon I should do Tournament Tuesdays, Tournament Thursdays? What do you guys think? Like 2 tournaments a week on the days that begin with T. 1 goal and a glimmer of hope for Lion Blaze and Inferno. the synergy there between Lion Blaze and the team name is good to see. The worst people in our LCS chats are the ones begging for drops. I don't really care too much about RLCS. All I know is that the RLCS chat doesn't have as good memes as other esports do. I love it when there's just memes about every single player. Like League of Legends has probably got some of the best ones, I'd say. They just have memes for every player, whether they're doing good or bad. So if a player's doing bad, like all the memes about this player being a bad player come out, and if he's doing well, all the memes about them being good come out. That's what we need for Rocket League. It's always just like GG and PogChamp spam. That's all I ever see. Don't worry about me dropping out. I root for Dignitas. Well, are you gonna root for NRG when they beat them? Oh, or will they? 6-1 is a very, very one-sided victory here in an all-American affair, I believe. Except the Mighty Kaki. Looks like he's coming in from a different region. Actually, why did none of these players have 100 ping? I swear Lion Blaze is from USA. I swear. Gotta be from USA with 76 ping, but must be West Coast, I guess. A shame that Mighty had 192. That's going to be GG's. They've only made the semis, and they ran up against a team who are just looking better and better with every round that goes by. Brendan, Johnny, and James make the final. UA5 the van. Don't worry, that leave tournament button won't actually leave the tournament. We can rejoin right here. And now it's just a waiting game. We have to wait for this game to start, and we're probably going to miss the first minute or so. Alright, the final is ready. It says 0-0 in the bracket. Hopefully it's still 0-0, or at least a draw when we get in here. Certainly the 2 teams who have looked the best throughout this whole tournament, I would say. And both winning comfortably in their semi-finals. But it's still going to be a strong start by Brendan, Johnny, and James. UA5 the van looking fantastic. Better and better in every round. This is their toughest task, though. They're up against Follow Us on Twitter, Faded, Flitz, and Jared. They looked very well. They looked very good in their last round as well. Can the Jays and the JJB, I'm going to call them, can they keep this up? It's a great infield pass to Brendan. Saved, though, by Jared. See some very deep rotations coming out right now from UA5 the van. If Follow Us on Twitter want to counter this, they're probably going to want to bring a bit more dribbling into their play. They want to bring UA5 towards them, not just keep slapping the ball on top of their heads. As we saw that work relatively well for Follow Our Twitters last game. They were winning 4-1 and they just kept punting the ball over their opponent's heads. And that's great when you're winning. When you are losing, You don't really want to be giving the ball away that easily. This is much better though. Passing play coming in clutch. And a huge read by Flitz. And that's a great 1-2 passing play. Flitz forwards to Jared into the ceiling. And Flitz is up before the ball bounces to calculate that angle. And that is how you break down a defense who are not wanting to challenge early. You pass the ball. You dribble the ball. You do something within your control. Don't just relinquish control immediately. 1-1 in the grand finals here. And it's now looking like it's going to be all follow our Twitters. Still a big clear from Brendan. Brings Johnny into the fray. He's looked to center it, but only as far as Faded. It's good to see Faded didn't get too shaken by his big miss save in the last round. Would have been a shame if he let that get to him too much. And now you see that the pressure is starting to take its toll on a UA5 team who no longer have the lead. They're not going to be happy at all with this pressure being sent straight back their way. They can't even get a soft clear at the moment, far less a hard clear. It's really up to both teams right now to just try and keep control of the ball. That is the key. Flitz off the ceiling. Not the best shot, but it's caused a little bit of problems. Team bump, actually. And almost an own goal. It is an own goal. Flitz needs to look where he's going when he's rotating out. He's dodged straight on top of Faded. And then he's dodged a second time straight on top of the ball. What is he doing? Flitz, turn off ball cam when you're rotating out, my man. Or at least don't rotate ball side. Get away from the ball. Give your keeper some space. Faded is trying to come off the line to get a clear. And Flitz just gave him a massive French kiss on the mouth. I think I saw a little bit of tongue as well. And that's going to be 3-1. Brendan, he's got his nose on the end of this one. What on earth happened to follow our Twitter? I don't think I saw the ball in their half for the longest time. And now they can't keep it out of their own net. He says he has packet loss. I don't really know what packet loss means, but good luck finding all of your packets, Flitzy boy. I'm sure they can't have gone too far. They're probably where you left them. That's what my mother used to say whenever I lost anything. They're probably wherever you left them. And if they're important enough, I'm sure you'll find them eventually. But all they're going to care about right now is trying to get a comeback here. Attempted interception from the blind spot by Flitz, but Brendan is just too quick. And it's more offense for UA5. Good job by Flitz on the recovery. We're really just following this man to see what other shenanigans he's going to get up to. Faded this time gets shut down before he can pop the ball to the back wall. He's trying to emulate what Jared did earlier. This has just been a stellar display. How to turn a game around. How to use one moment to really expand your lead, extend your lead I should say, and really get out in front. Brendan and James combining their efforts to hit multiple woodworks. It's actually going to be follow our Twitters who have a chance now. Can they make anything off it? They looked so much better right after scoring. They had so much pressure. They were putting passes together. They were stealing boosts. They were beating their opponents to the ball. And now it's a bit more of an even playing field as James easily contests one player. Now he's got the chance to go for the flick at the near post. Mind games it low. Look for the bump. Decides not to go for it though because the ball is not yet center. Flitz with the passing blade down the line. Looks like Faded doesn't have enough boost, but Flitz is going to chase it himself. They really need to score right now or it's going to be all over, but it's actually UA5. The team who have gone from strength to strength and who have been completely unaffected by their misplays. They're looking like the likely victor here. 2 goals in 3v3. Very difficult to come back from this late in the game. A kickoff goal will be needed. And how do you score a kickoff goal reliably in threes? We're not watching 1v1. This is really going to be a tough ask. Unless it can go in right now. And there it is. Flitz does put one home. And it could yet be scripted. This is no scoreboard because this is a best of 1. Best of 1. This is it. Grand final. This is for the championship. 11 seconds between UA5 and the tournament. Can't follow our Twitters, make anything of it though. They've got 10 seconds, less than that, to come back. Faded, puts it high. Flitz is on the back wall, looks for the drop down, but no one is deep enough at the midfield. Not a bad idea, but the execution was not quite good enough. Jared not able to get on the end of this double touch, ran out of boosters. Doing a good job keeping the ball in the air, but it's going to be so tough with so much boost on the members of UA5, and it will drop. GG's. And it's just a couple of big misplays. That's the takeaway from follower Twitters. We did have, I think it was Faded in the previous round with a terrible clear attempt on the back wall, letting the opposing team equalize. Or was that the quarterfinal? And then we had Flitz this time rotating out into defense without turning off ball cam, bumping the goalkeeper, and then landing on the ball for the own goal. A little bit unfortunate, but it could have easily been avoided by turning off ball cam. Look at where he's going, or just rotating in a smarter direction away from the ball. Don't rotate in three's ball side to get back to defense. That's pretty good stuff though. Decent tournament. It started off pretty comical, but decent games at the end, I have to say. Not too shabby.